Hi, very good morning to you all. I'm so happy to see such a wonderful crowd in proper uniform, young blood. In fact, you must be two or three generations behind me, and you are the future promises for the maritime industry. Great, wish you all the best. See, before starting our session, I just want to know about, because I am from Kerala, you are from another state. I just want to get a pulse. How is the new generation? How is your culture? What is the gap between us? Okay. I need to know you personally, that's why. Okay. I will just ask a couple of interesting questions. How many of you sitting here can cook 25 dishes with the same taste the way your mother is cooking? How many of you? 25 dishes. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 3 girls. I will ask your mother, okay? Mother should say exactly same taste. Good. How many of you write your personal diary? Okay, no, whatever happens today about that, just for 5 minutes, a personal diary, how many of you write every day? 1, 2, 3. Okay. 4. Yeah, around 4. Same. For every question, the answer is almost coming 3, 4, right? What is the total capacity of this all? 200. See, out of 200, we have 4. That means 2%. Okay, one more question. How many of you decided to become a mariner when you were studying at the 10th standard? My God, so much focused students with proper career design. Wonderful. I thought it will also be 2%. Now, I'll tell you a story about an Indian student actually, who was trained by Germans. Germans were the pioneers, not the very good experts in shipbuilding once. They were dominating the shipping industry. So those days, the Indian technology for shipbuilding was very weak. So there was no expert in India to teach such kind of things. So Germans tried to teach. One of the Indian students was trained how to design, how to build the ships. So the course was very tough, 4.5 years, without any break. Even the annual 2 months vacation, when the other engineering students enjoy, these students, they need to get trained in shipyards about shipbuilding. So it's a unique training basically. And this particular student was not having enough money to survive. So he had to work every day 2 hours to survive. Sometimes he had to work weekends also for making more money. So what happened is, after this, after completing the course, the interest of the student completely changed. He wanted to join Merchant Navy. And with the training what he got from Germans, it is absolutely not possible to join Merchant Navy. The students all sitting here, you are all qualified to join Merchant Navy because after this course, you will get your CTC, you can join, there is no hurdle in front of you. It's a red carpet entry to the Merchant Navy. But this particular student had absolutely no chance because DG Shipping is not approving. He cannot get into the Merchant Navy. He was trying his level best. But no way, because without approvals, he cannot enter the Merchant Navy. But the dream is there. So he went to Mumbai. He knocked almost 100 companies to get a chance. Almost 3 months struggling. And the total money in his pocket was, when he dreamed about this Merchant Navy, only 1,000 rupees. So with that money, he had to take a train ticket, come here, stay, find out an accommodation, struggling every day. He was trying to spend only 10 rupees to survive. And with that 10 rupees, he had to have the lunch. Then every day to the bus station, he had to spend 1 rupee for coming and going back. He cannot afford to buy food for the breakfast or something. So evening, the friends may give something. So after 100 days, that student at last hit the target. He got a chance from a company to join Merchant Navy. And with a lot of dreams, he joined the Merchant Navy. His first voyage, he sailed for 6 months continuously in a storage tank. The storage tankers are never going to the ports. It is in the mid-sea only, in the oil field. So after 6 months, just before few days of relieving, the ship got fire. Everyone in the engine room except him died. He had a narrow escape. So it became his first and last merchant navy experience. That person left that field and he went back to his normal job of naval architecture and related surveys and other things. You know that person? That is none other than me. This is my biography. You know why I dreamed about that merchant navy? Because I was a victim of wrong career design. That's why I asked you, how many of you designed your career? When I was a school student, my passion was into stage shows, dramas and other things. At the age of 10, I directed my first drama. But there was no chance to get a proper career mentoring actually, those days. The normal track we had to follow. But after engineering, I thought, okay, I should join film industry. But it was too late. I tried for 6 months because those days this course was very, very hot subject in the market because only IIT Kharagpur and IIT Madras, they were producing 10 seats each, and in Cochin University, these Germans, they were producing another 20 seats. Anywhere, any shipyard you go, you get a job. But I did not join the shipyards because I know that if I go to the shipyard, that is the end of my dream. I want to get into the film industry, but how is it? No way I can get into it. Then after 6 months, I realized that there is a possibility. Because those days, money was a big problem. I just want to ask one more question to you. How many of you sitting here study with your own money? You work yourself and you learn yourself. How many of you? Not even a single student. You are all so lucky that you are 100% sponsored by someone. But see, think about a student like me who had to survey myself. But it was the vision was proper, the focus was proper. I want to get into the film industry. So the only possibility is, because the hurdle in front of me is, I need time to learn about films, to work in the film industry. I need time. Same time, I had financial constraints. I need money. What is in my hand? Only some technical knowledge about the shipping. But I was thorough about my subject in shipbuilding, but the people who were trained in mechanical engineering or something, they come, they get a 8 months training in the shipyard, but they are qualified to become marine engineers, but I was not qualified. That is the system deficiency. No one was recognizing our potential. So we need to break the barrier. So that's why the 3 months I was trying. Ultimately, one Captain Kalra, based in Mumbai, he helped me. I was chasing for almost 3 months continuously. From the very beginning, he said, boy, you cannot join. You are not qualified. DG Shipping will not accept you. But today, of course, we are all approved for that one. But after 6 months, I got into it. I made my route. But what happened is, after joining, I realized that my financial issues will be solved because 6 months if I sail, the salary is 5 times more than the normal salary in the shipyards. So if I work 6 months, 6 months break I will get. That 6 months I can work in the film industry. Because for me, time was like a god those days. Because time is precious. You got 24 hours, I got 24 hours. But that is the only asset with me. I don't have money. But time was with me. I wanted to make use of that time in the best possible way. That's why I know that if I spend the time in the merchant navy, I will get 5 times more money. So I don't need that much money to survey, but the advantage is I can save 6 months to chase my dream. But unfortunately, this fire incident changed my mindset, because once you survive from a big fire, it will be quite difficult to get back to that system because you are so young. That's why I looked for a short job. In fact, I went back to Mumbai to join another ship because I was supposed to join a foreign company. The salary is again 3 times. But luckily, I got an offer from Middle East. I went there. Then I was working almost 6 years with different companies. I was learning myself. Because during my campus days, I was doing my own business inside the campus to make money. So that experience was there. So that my dream was to start some business so that I will get freedom and I will get more time. So that one day I can go back to the film industry. And to direct a movie, no one will invest you money unless you have proper experience or something. So I thought, okay, I'll make some money, I'll make my own movie. In fact, in 2011, my first movie, Damn Triple Nine, got released. But I designed it in a very proper way that it became the first mariners movie. I was showcasing the biggest ship ever shown in any movie. Even in Hollywood, no one has dared to showcase such a big ship. It was a 3,300-tonner tanker. And to have a shoot on board a tanker, it is not simple. Your teachers will explain you. Because getting a permission is not possible. You are on board with heavy equipments, shooting equipments, and a small spark can make big explosion. It's a tanker. So we had to make the entire tanker gas-free. The gas-free operation was there. And those days, the charter rate was every day $70,000 for a tanker. And this gas-freeing operation will cost you 30 days. And the total cost will be, you just imagine, 30 into $70,000, how much it is? 2.7 million. Then the minimum 10 days of shoot will be there. That will fetch you another big amount. Then because this kind of ships will never come to the shore. It will be on the offshore always, it is anchored, and every day the shooting crew should go there, come back. So the total expense was almost $4 million. But as a mariner, I thought it is my responsibility. When I make a movie, I should make a mariner story. All the characters I designed accordingly, that it was showcasing the mariner's life through that one. Even during my sailing experience, I had some CO2 release experience. Very few people sailing in the sea, they get CO2 release experience. Luckily, or I will not say that I am so lucky to have that experience, but it happened. During my 6 months of sailing, the ship had 3 fires. So one of the fire was extinguished. It was in the engine room fire was extinguished using CO2 release. But I was showcasing it in the movie also. Some of you might have seen it. Otherwise, re-releasing the movie in December. If you get a chance, you should go to the theater and experience it. It was India's first 2D, 3D converted movie. And it was the first movie from India, went to the mainstream Oscar with 5 selections. So a lot of specialties are there. So that is not our subject here. I came here for another purpose. I need to guide you when you get into the industry, how you should behave. My 6 months of sailing experience, it gave me a lot of experience, because normally ship designers, they never get an engine room experience. Because we always design. But the advantage is, as a ship designer, I always knew that where are the emergency escapes. If you have a problem, how to escape through the emergency escape. So when I was the junior engineer, it was my duty to, every 4 hours, you need to go and take the readings, different meters. So always the junior engineer has to do it. So I was roaming around in all the equipment, taking the temperature, pressure, everything. So there was a fridge room near the steering gear room. So I had to go there every day. I need to take these, note down the readings of the fridge room. So whenever I go there, it is outside the engine room. I could see there was an emergency escape there. Normally no one will notice it because you are all walking, your angle of vision is straight. But as a designer, I was just looking on top, I saw an emergency escape. So I never knew that one day it will help me. So the day the fire occurred, that was the space helped me. What I want to convey is, in your life, never miss opportunity. There will be this kind of information will be there. You will come across. If you take it so easily, or if you neglect such kind of information, one day you will be in trouble. But if you keep this kind of valuable information with practical application, one day it will help you. And the day of fire, I still remember, the fire started from the accommodation. It spread like anything, because it was one of the badly managed ship. No one was bothered about the quality of operation, because those days the ship management system happened. So the mariners, they come for 2 months for short time. They don't want to take responsibilities. The most irresponsible way how mariners can handle a ship, that was that ship. The name is MT Sakiruze. When there is a problem in the fridge, instead of repairing the fridge, the chief engineer will come and put a notice that there is a correction in the gauge. So whatever reading comes, -5 degree. See, your job is, when there is a problem, you need to solve it. But to satisfy the records, if you put a note like this, what will happen? After sometimes your food will get spoiled. This exactly happened in our ship also. Because no one wanted to take responsibility to solve issues. Same thing happened with the air conditioning system. If your air conditioning is not working, you need to solve it in a proper way. But in that ship, it did not happen. People started opening the portholes to get some external air. And it is an oil field, and it is entire fumes got into the accommodation. Same time, the IG system, you must be aware about the IG system. In the oil tanker, you need to make sure that all the tanks are with the minimum oxygen level, so that no fire will or explosion will happen there. So this inert gas system we need to use. Exhaust gas we need to put into the system. So the IG system, we purifying that exhaust gases. If you are not using it properly, so the oil fumes will be everywhere. Already it is in the oil field, the entire gas is there. IG system was not working. You won't believe, every accommodation space was filled with the oil fumes. Any time it can explode. It was like a bomb those days. And exactly on the day of fire, someone smoked or something. You are not supposed to do that. Someone smoked inside the cabin, and when we saw the initial fire, it started from a bed. Within minutes, it was surrounded in the accommodation. We did not get a chance to extinguish it. The fire extinguishing methods were not properly working. No proper safety devices, the fire extinguishers were not properly placed. That is why I was telling you, it was the most badly managed ship those days. We tried to use the emergency fire pump, there was no pressure. So myself, third engineer, and the chief engineer went down to start the fire pump. That time I thought, because during my initial days, there was a third engineer who was there for more than 2 months. He was with me. He only taught me about all the repairs happening inside the ship. So every equipment, I was so lucky that ship was so bad, and from the generator explosion, main engine damage, everything happened in the ship. So everything had to be repaired, and this third engineer was explaining me everything. So one day he told me, if fire happens, you should understand the full form of fire. F stands for find, inform, restrict and extinguish. That is the full form of fire. But he said, if things are out of control, your common sense you should use. The full form is not that one. Forget, ignore, run, escape. In fact, that day, during this main fire pump operation, we went down. I knew that all the three doesn't need to be because we need to walk down almost, it's a super tanker, 6-7 floors we need to go down. No need to, all the three went down, because I can do nothing in there. I can just stand on top to pass the information, how is the fire spreading. But the time I realized that everything is out of control, I knew that I had to escape. I just opened the doors, thick smoke came in, I just came out, just closed the door. I cannot take a breath. Within 1 minute, I know that maximum time in my life remaining is only 1 minute. If I don't escape, finish. It's a poisonous smoke. I know that exactly where is the emergency escape. I just walk left, then take a right. After the turn, 2 steps you move forward. There is a ladder, vertical ladder. On top, there is a emergency escape. That much I know. I closed my eyes, no breath. I went there, opened it. That was the second life of my life. So tomorrow, this may happen to you also. Keep it in mind that when you are on board, when a problem comes, you are all believing in different religions, different castes. You pray in different forms. When the problem comes, if you just pray, problem will not be solved. If your generator is not working, entire staff come together and pray, the problem cannot be solved. You need to use your brain, you need to use your hands to solve it. When the fire comes, use your common sense. Find out if there's a problem, there's a solution. You need to escape. So my humble request is, You are all joining the maritime industry. Maritime industry is not a part of India or something, it is a different world. Every ship is a floating country. Once you are on board, you need to forget about your nation or something. Your passport has no value. Your CDC is taking you around. You have a common CDC. That is the beauty of mariner's life. We are all like one religion, one caste there. There is no difference. You need to respect a person according to his position, according to his knowledge, according to his experience, according to his qualification. There is no relevance for which religion you belong, which caste you belong, which God you pray. In front of us, we have only one goal. We need to take your ship to the next destination on time. We need to make sure that the ship owner is protected with his investment. The cargo you are carrying belongs to someone else. It is safely handed over. You need to make sure that you are also safe because you belong to a family. You need to protect yourself. Your health and safety is your responsibility. Unfortunately, world is now going through a very bad phase. Third World War can happen any time. No one knows what is the fate of shipping. Because whenever there's a crisis happens like this, the first one going to be affected is the shipping industry. The shipping movements will be stopped. Charter rates will be going up because the insurance rates will be going up. Sometimes the job opportunities will be going down drastically. It has happened before also. See, you should think about why this conflict starts, from why it happens. See, even if you go to the root cause analysis, you can find out that it is not the fight between two nations. It is the fight between two thought process, two religion. We all believe that, everyone sitting here, you all believe that your religion is the best, your God is the best. That is the conflict. We are all living in a state of delusion actually. Because we are injected with a certain thought process. Now, you are all educated, you are all adult. It is your responsibility to come out of this kind of delusions. You need to have a logical thought process. At least got a very beautiful campus here. Many students are studying here. They don't need to take a physical exercise like you. They don't need to put a uniform like you. So you should realize that mariners got a certain additional responsibility. We belong to a different class. That's why you are trained like that. My humble request is, students, as a mariner, at least take out this kind of illogical delusions from your mind. Think like you are all one family, one religion. Only one God is there. Middle of the ocean, when a problem comes, your skill, your experience, your hard work will solve 99%. Still, that unknown power is also there. The Almighty is there. That Almighty has no particular caste or religion. In our organization, we work against this one. Aries Group is the only organization in the world proudly work against this kind of unfortunate classification among the people. We have an anti-caste policy. I'm not blaming you. You are all born with different religion, different caste. Every person sitting here, most of the people, your name itself it shows that this is my religion. Some people carry their caste also with your name. My humble request, why can't you change? See, most of my friends, they don't know what is my religion, my caste, nothing. I never disclose it also. I got twin daughters. They both getting married to different religions. I don't mind. I'm so happy that that communal harmony is there in my home itself. That's why we introduce in Aries Group anti-caste policy. In our group, no one is supposed to use their the caste in their names. They are not supposed to submit their resume also. Because your name was put to your parents, but you have the right, or it is a responsibility to make sure that you don't carry this kind of tales. Just put a short form of that one. Now we introduce a new system. We are the only company in the world maybe promoting inter-caste marriages, inter-religious marriages. We provide extra 15 days of leave for such kind of employees. We take care of the marriage expenses because we want to avoid this kind of classifications. As a mariner, when you are on board, you cannot say that as per my religious belief, I cannot have this particular food. My culture is different. I cannot work continuously in this way. I need to have separate breaks or something. In the maritime industry, you're all going to have one religion. You need to believe on one thing. You need to share the same food. You need to work like brothers and sisters. So in this college, I don't know how they are training you. Today, I asked you a couple of questions. Certain things, it is not the responsibility of the organization or the institution to teach you. You need to learn it yourself. It is your responsibility. Normally in the education sector, out of 365 days, only 200 days students will be in the schools or colleges. And that also maybe for 5 or 6 hours of studies in the campus. Here you are all studying in the hostel. Okay, naturally you need to spend your 24 hours in the campus itself. But in a normal campus, what happens is, only a part of your life you are spending. You have 24 hours. Majority of the time you are with the parents. That 24 hours with you, but how you have designed it. Today's training, all the basic training, about FSM, these are all about that one. How to make use of these 24 hours properly, to transform yourself, how to improve your efficiency. Because your efficiency depends on your character. Everyone is filled with so many character deficiencies. When you change these character deficiencies, naturally your efficiency will go up. Our basic vision to start this course is, or we started the university Aimbri, is to promote this kind of concept. We tell the students that you spend more time with your family, you learn more things from the family, and also we tell the parents also, it is your responsibility to make sure that your kids are trained more by you, not by the academics. Don't think that you put them in a good school or good college and your responsibility is over. That's why I asked a question, how many of you know the cooking? Whose responsibility to teach that? It is the parents' responsibility. Because you are at home, it requires only half an hour to learn one item from your mother. When you are spending that much time with your mother, you are getting close to your mother. Mothers are not insisting, parents are not insisting. You are not thinking about yourself. You are not putting it as a target in your life. That's why I asked you, every day you need to have a diary. What you are going to do today, you need to start writing in first. Then at the end of the day, you need to make sure that it is done. Normally, when you start with a day, so the life is an integration of days. If you can plan one day, you can plan your life also. So, once you start writing this diary, you will have your 5-year vision. Your career decision will naturally happen properly. You will have 100% people sitting here would have said, I have a career design. If you had this in your mind, you know academics to teach these things. It is your responsibility to develop it yourself. It is the responsibility of the parents, because tomorrow you are all going to become parents. It is your responsibility to make sure that you teach these things to your children. That is what FSM is going to train you. We started it in the industry. Last 10 years, we have been practicing it in our company. In our 29 countries, almost 73 companies now, Aries Group, we are all trained in this one. Because of this, today we are world number 1 in 5 fields using Indian human resources. More than 95% of our human resource is all Indians. And most of our admissions are from the villages. We don't take people from IIT or IIM. We take normal people, children, from the campuses. But we know how to transform them. It is absolutely possible. You have a systematic approach. You can easily get into it. But thing is, the baton is in your hand. If you are not willing to change yourself, who else can help you? It is your choice. You want to become a leader or a follower. If you decide today, I want to be a leader, your thought process should be changed. Don't think that only with people with inborn talent can become leaders. No. If you have a systematic approach, just like the race between the hare and the tortoise, why in the race, we all learned in the school, why the tortoise won the race? It was systematic. But what about the hare? It got the dynamic approach, but there is a lazy person in him. That laziness made him lose the race. But imagine if you club these two things together, the hare and the tortoise together, to make yourself as a tortoise, sky is the limit. And see, for that you don't need too much time. Actually, the difference between you and me is only one thing. I believe time as the God. I consider the clocks as the idols. Time management is my strength actually. I believe that I am one of the most punctual person in the world because it was trained by the Germans. In all my professors, they were all with industrial experience. That is the beauty of this campus also. This is the only course I think in this university where industrial legends are taking classes, guiding the students. That's why you are more disciplined than the others. You are more focused. That's why I understand that whoever pass out from this department, they got 100% placement. That's the difference between you and them. So what I said is, if you don't know how to manage your time, that is your failure. Your 24 hours, how you can make use of? Think about it. So you need to have a time management concept in you. We have a training system in FSM how to manage this 24 hours. So for that we are following a system called 1:1:1. One for the body, one for the karma, and one for the mind. That means you need to work only 8 hours for your job, whatever the profession. Even if you are a mariner, during your sailing hours, only you need to work only 8 hours. 4 hours shift, then 8 hours break, then 4 hours shift. That is the system when the ship is sailing. Okay, 4 hours, the organization, your employer will make sure that it is properly done. But what about the other 8 hours? The 8 hours for the body, you need to spend for your sleep and exercise and other things. The rest 8 hours decides your happiness, level of happiness. See, what is the final goal of, if I ask you, what is your final goal, you will say that I want to become a captain, I want to become a chief engineer. No. These are all intermittent points. The ultimate goal of every human being is to a happy ending actually. So you need to have a happy life. To have a happy life, you need to have money. You need to have time. To have the money, you find out a job. You are going to the school, college for what? The final destination is industry. But unfortunately, our academic system are the worst designed system in the world, I should say, especially countries like India. We spend 50,000 hours in the academics, including you, me, and all. But what happens? We fail to have a proper career design. We fail to learn the things that we should really learn in our life. That's why when the first 2 questions when I asked, the answer was only 4%. But normally it is better than the others. Normally it is 2%. Only 2% of the people in India, they find out a destination where their talent, passion and skill matched each other. There only they can perform with work satisfaction or job satisfaction. Otherwise, they always get bored. They find out the day of retirement to have the pension and relax. They don't enjoy their job. This is happening not only in India. In the US, it is 78% actually. So we need to come out of this one. You need to start loving your job. Anyway, it is too late for you to change your profession. You're already selected a course. You need to get into the maritime sector. But after a few years, you are going to be changed completely because okay, after 5 years or some will after 10 years, you will say, is enough with the sea life, I need to go back. But when you come back to the industry, where is the slot? You need to get prepared for that one. Tomorrow you can be an estimator, you can be a surveyor, you can be trainer. So many places are there. You need to find out where is your talent, where is your passion. Start designing. That is what FSM is doing. Your career design never ends with your academics. Already academics is a gone case. I am a victim. Even my daughters are victims. I want to tell that story also. As I said, I got twin daughters. When I asked them, because I didn't want to misguide them, I asked them, what is your plan? Then they said, okay, they thought if they take naval architecture, that is the safest place because we have the organization, they can come and join. Like me, they can do many jobs at a time. Maybe that is the reason. They said no, they want to go for naval architecture. Before itself, I sent them to the best school in Dubai. After the schooling, they went to the best Naval Artillery Institute, the Southampton University. They went. It's an integrated course, 5 years. But after 5 years, one of my daughters is saying that, actually it is like karma. The way I did during my career, after the course, I decided it is not my profession. Same thing, they repeated. She said, no, this is not my profession. I want to change. She want to get into something related to psychology or something. I was so upset. See, my daughters, how many hours she wasted. The prime time of the life is wasted. Where is naval architecture? Where is psychology? I told her to take a break for 6 months. I said, design your career properly. Where exactly you want to go? Because you don't have time to make another mistake. But within 6 months, she did her career design properly. She decided psychology, parapsychology, whatever it is, that area is the best. She trained herself into hypnotherapy, and now she is one of the famous hypnotherapists in Dubai, and she is heading our happiness department, our HR department, everything. She is heading in Dubai actually. Sometimes you will have parents who can support when misguiding is happening in the career design, but this should not happen for the next generation. You are all going to be parents. Because in the industry, once you get into the industry, don't think that your job is to know your particular profession and you execute. No. To become an efficient person, you need to be a good human being. To be a good human being, you need to be a responsible father, responsible husband, responsible brother, responsible social being. So many obligations are there for you. You need to get trained in all these areas. Otherwise, you will be a burden for the society, burden for the family. Just imagine, because I remember in my life, maximum tension I faced when my daughter said her career design is a failure. Same thing will happen. Tomorrow, if your children saying that their career design is not proper, you will be mentally upset. When you are mentally upset, how you can perform in your profession? It will affect your efficiency. So there are different aspects. In our organization, because this FSM was designed according to the problems we face in the industry. Many efficient employees in our organization became slowly inefficient. So we identify the root cause. Some got inefficient after marriage. The efficiency drastically went down because they chose a wrong partner. Some, the efficiency went down because of the health issues. There are so many reasons. See, if there is a problem, there is a solution. You need to go to the deep to find out the root cause. That should be, every day should happen. Not only in your job, in your personal life also. If there is a problem, try to solve it yourself. But before solving it, you need to find out what is the root cause. The treatment should be done at the root. This should be a culture, but unfortunately these things are not trained in the schools. Our academic system is such a way that the academicians who never worked in the industry, they did not realize that the ultimate destination is industry. They train their students for the exams. What exams? It's a memory test. No. With your first rank, you cannot perform as the best in the industry. No. Don't think like that. In our organization, the best performing employees, I told you, we are taking most of the people from the villages actually. But the division heads are, most of them are the ex-cricket team captains in the campus. Because unknowingly, the cricket team captains, they develop the leadership skill. Almost 25 qualities required for a leader, industrial leader, it is getting trained as a cricketing captain. That's why we always, whenever we go to a campus, who is the cricketing captain? Come and join. Any cricketing captain here? No? Okay. If there is I would have given a better offer than the Merchant Navy actually. No, because 2 days back we published an advertisement in the newspaper. We are looking for project managers. It's a 6 months industrial commando course. We call it as commando course because we believe that there are 4 types of people in the industry. That is the security guard, policeman, army man, and the commandos. 4 types. See, to become a security guard, anyone can become a security guard. I can give you a uniform, basic things. In 1 hour, I can give some guideline. You can go to the gate. You can start working in the same day. That is the security man's job. But once you become a policeman, the training is different. There are certain rules and regulations, everything. But become army man, your training is very rigorous. Your mindset become too much different than the policeman. Like they need to have a 24-hour training system like you. The army people live in a different atmosphere. Like mariners, they are in the army camps. So the training is different. But a commando is different. Actually, to mold a commando, you need 1 year training only. But people with that leadership skill or the commando skill, if they are properly trained, we can send them to any unknown terrain, any incident, because no commando knows that what is his job tomorrow. Because immediately he gets a call, come here, this is the issue, solve it. He is to be well equipped by himself. That moment of operation, he can never expect that someone else will come and help him. Sometimes he needs to go alone and finish the job and come back with the result. But among the commanders also, there are commando leaders also there. But your choice is, first of all, you want to be a security guard, a policeman, army man, or a commando. That is the first choice. Then your choice is whether you want to be a leader or a follower. In the commandos also, followers are there, leaders are there. I can transform you like a commando using our system. But your choice is whether among the commandos you want to be a leader or not. With a small story, I will finish my talk. It's happened hundreds of years back. There was a small kingdom in India. So one day, the servant in the palace went to the king and asked, King, see, I am working the whole day for you, whole life for you. Every day, maybe 16 hours, I am working for you. Okay, you are giving me food, everything, I am getting a small salary. But the minister here, he doesn't even work half the time like me, but he is giving all the privileges. His salary is very high. All big bungalow, everything you are giving. Is it reasonable? Is it genuine to do like this? So what answer the king can give? So king said, okay, call the minister. So the minister came. Then through the road, you must know the old days the kings were traveling in a palanquin, something on the shoulders. He can sit on a cabinet and the people will carry. So few people were going, one palanquin was going. King doesn't know who is that. So king asked both of these guys, okay, you both go and find out who is in that palanquin. So then the servant thought, this is the right time, I can prove that I am better than the minister. Because first answer from the king was, to the servant was, because I am giving this privilege for the minister because he is better than you. But he has to give it on a quantitative basis. So he gave an assignment for both of them. The servant started running towards the palanquin and the minister was following him. So the servant came back, said, Sir, King, it is the king from our next kingdom. So he asked, where is he going? The servant said, no, that I didn't ask. Okay, go and find out. By that time, the palanquin is already gone to quite far. He was running. By the time he came back, he saw the ministry is already there. And king asked the servant, where did he go? So he said, okay, he is going to the next kingdom. Why he is going there? The servant said, no, I didn't answer. So then he asked the minister, who is in that palanquin? Then the minister said, King, it is the king from the other kingdom. He is going for the marriage of the daughter of the next king in our next kingdom. He will be there for 2 days. The function is for 2 days. That kingdom did not invite us because we have a rift with that kingdom. That's why we are not invited. And that kingdom is trying to make a relationship with the other king. That's why they have invited him, and they may make an alliance. Tomorrow we may be attacked from both the sides. To avoid that one, I personally requested that king to be our guest on his way back. He did so many things which the king did not tell him. Then the king said to the servant, this is the difference between you two. That's why I said my ministry is better than you. What is the moral of the story? This is the difference between a leader and a follower. If your choice is to become a follower, you will just follow the procedure. but 1 among 10 is always a leader. That leader should forecast, they should have their own plan, they should have their own corporate meditation system. I always meditate. My meditation is not like the spiritual meditation. Every day morning, at least 10 to 15 minutes, I just think about what all things to be done today, for the next week, or what all innovative ideas I can do. While walking, for the morning walk when I am doing, I think about it, I just note it down. Minimum 25 things I plan for the day. Additional jobs. Already I got our regular duties and responsibilities. On top of that, I always identify 25 new jobs. Sometimes innovative ideas. I have personally launched more than 300 innovative projects and products. These are all when you immerse into your thoughts. This is just like you are diving into the ocean. If you are a proper diver and if you go down, you can find out many precious things from the seabed. This kind of meditation should be also like this. When you are in the industry, every day spend some time. Even as a student also you can do it. You need to have a diary. That's why I asked you whether you are writing a diary. In the diary, you always note that every day you immerse into yourself, find out your future. How far you can see, that is your forecast. Note down. See, when I came here, I saw your ISO vision and mission, everything. How many of you are well aware about ISO system and how many of you are following ISO system? Can you lift your arm? No one? See, just imagine, your organization is following ISO system. Not even a single student knows what is ISO and its vision, and they are not practicing it. What is ISO? It's just a quality management system. The entire industry is running on ISO system. This is our academic deficiency. Industry says we need to have ISO system. What does it mean? Getting molded for the industry should know what is ISO. Not only you need to pass the exam of ISO, you need to practice it. Because in the industry, the very first day onwards, you are running on ISO. This is the biggest challenge we are facing in our organization. We are taking fresh graduates from the academics. Not even a single person is aware about ISO system, and we need to run the entire system on ISO. That is what FSM does. FSM got 100 management system. We are giving training. ISO is just one management system under that one, quality management system. It has so many other things. There are 200 parameters we are using to assess your efficiency. Lesson number 1 itself is punctuality. Punctuality is a culture. Those who are not respecting time, they can never be punctual. See, think about the 2 superstars in Indian film industry. They are all aged, 2 persons, Amitabh Bachchan and Rajinikanth. You must know about them. Why they are superstars? Don't think they are the best actors in the film industry. I am using that as an example because I am from the film industry. I know what is happening there. They are respected by the industry because of one great reason. Okay, public like them. There are so many other actors also like that. But the industry doesn't respect such kind of people. A person who called those actors once, they never call back again. So the difference is, these are the 2 legends in the industry following the old school method. Respect the time. They never be late in any shoot even by 1 minute. Sometimes they go and wait in front of the studio 15 minutes in advance to make sure that they get into the studio on time. So this is a culture. I believe that in Aries, that is a great asset for us. We trained them. The lesson number 1, punctuality. Because I learned from the Germans. I pass it to all the Aries staff. Today, that becomes one of our upper hand. So every client know that if Aries is involved, timekeeping is perfect. We will be on time. Our report submission will be on time. So my students, I have time restrictions. I need to stop. But if you liked my speech today, if you respect my time, because I spent too much time to come here and deliver this speech. Of course, this is going to be a content and it will get into all the maritime students, maritime academies. That is what IMI is also for. Because IMI is a branch of IMC. International Maritime Club, we started in 2007, because when we launched Marine Biz TV, the first maritime TV channel, we used that maritime TV channel as the integration platform for the entire maritime industry. And we made an association. IMC is the association of all the maritime associations. The first year itself, 240 organizations joined hands with the IMC. So Marine Biz TV became their common platform. Marine Biz TV got almost 20,000 hours of content now, technical content. We are using those contents for the training purpose. Using this AIMRI is the university for that one. It is the first industrial university. Through this university, you can have certification, diplomas, degrees, masters, industrial doctorates, everything. This is the only industrial university also. So we are so happy that we could launch it in the maritime sector first. So my humble request is that try to understand more about all these AIMRI, IMC, IMI, and make use of its potential. Learn more about FISM, but practice it in your life. Next time when we meet, don't say that you don't know ISO. If I ask you about your religious books, you say you know everything. See, you are going to work in the industry and you cannot work with your religious books. You need to know the system over there. So try to take ISO as a religious belief. Start respecting time as your God. Keep a clock or a watch with you always as the idol. This is the message I want to give. Let us dream about a world where mariners can lead the entire globe, because more than 90% of the world cargo is moved through the sea, and you are the one to move in future. You are the promises of the maritime industry. Let us begin a revolution. Maybe you are so lucky that this IMI training certification process, starting with the first certification, you need to hundreds of such kind of certifications which can be converted as your diploma later or degree later. Even before passing out, my humble request is try to write your academic biography. It is not a big deal. There's a sample biography, I have wrote it. Because in the industry, if you have 20 years of experience, you write a biography, you get your industrial doctorate. Because that biography shows your entire experience, okay. That is your thesis. As a student also, when you are completing 4 years, you get so many experience from here. So many mistakes you have found, which your juniors doesn't need to repeat. So note down, every day if you have a diary, if you note down these things, you can compile it together. And now AI is there. You don't need to spend much time. To write a 200-page biography, you need to spend only 5 hours. For a 400-page, only 10 hours. 5 hours, nothing. Only half day, not even half day you require. In front of the camera, we will train you how to do it. You talk it, or in front of the mobile, you talk it, then convert it into a print format, then the university will guide you. Make sure that, take it as a hobby. It's a guideline for the others. It's an asset. Just imagine tomorrow you can proudly say that I am a writer, I have my own biography. Your academic biography, 4 years of experience, hundreds of things you can share. So begin a new life today. FISM is the tool for that one. Because through FISM, we are trying to integrate the entire industry, and you are all the future of the industry. And tomorrow you are also going to become a professional like us. And we don't want to get fresh graduates who doesn't know ISO anymore. Thank you very much. Yeah, if you want to ask some question, you can ask. We have 5 minutes time. See, this is the best opportunity for you to prove that you are a leader. Because leaders always ask questions. This is the first checkpoint to ask yourself whether I am a leader or a follower. Followers always hide behind something. They never ask questions. When you try to understand things, you will have more doubts.
I'm Cadet Rajbir Singh from Marine Engineering.
Yeah.
So I was willing to ask you, how will you actually be supporting us and teaching us through the means of your seminar? Like I read in your template that you will be teaching us many things about the industry and how to survive in this industry. Can you give a short brief about it? What will it be?
See, today is a certification process going on. Because we are not charging anything. We are taking a class here. This is being live streamed worldwide actually. Other campuses also attending it. So whoever attend here directly, without exam, you can get certificate. Others actually online, we need to make sure that they really attended it. They can attend online exam. They can contact AIMRI. The other students can online, they can register and they can get certified accordingly. So every month we are conducting this session in different campuses. Tomorrow you can attend that session through online. Same time, hundreds of contents are available there in the Marine Biz TV. 20,000 hours of content is there. We train you how to design your career design by yourself. Because every person sitting here, you are all going to different directions. Today you are following one curriculum, but your future curriculum is different. Every individual should have a different curriculum. Now AI is there. You can put your passion and experience everything. You can say that please design my curriculum with 100 credits. It will tell you, I want to go to diving industry. These are what all things I need to learn. And my passion is into these things. You learn yourself. You note down yourself. AI will give you the proper guideline. Fine tune it. Make your own credits. And the AIMRI is providing a course. All their courses are, you can design and you can approach the university. University will give accreditation for that one. That means every 50 students in a class can go to 50 different directions, 50 different curriculum. That is the vision. We don't believe in a common curriculum because you are different, I am different. My potential is different, your potential is different. FSM says that your today should be better than your yesterday. Never compete with another person. You compete with yourself. Clear? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir. This is Malaika Fernandez from BSc Nautical Science. My question to you is, we design our career or we design or plan our career properly in a way, but accordingly, you said in the starting, a mentor also plays an important role in shaping our career.
Yeah.
So there are different stages of our career where we need some guidance or when we need a mentor. Is it possible to get a mentor or somebody as a guidance at that stages and then go ahead in the career which we are planning for a design?
See, it is your responsibility to find out your right mentor who can spend time exclusively for you. What is the difference between a teacher and a mentor? Teacher is the one who teach you all the dead items, what is written in the book. Here, no commitment. That's why exactly happened with my daughter. When my daughter wasted 50,000 hours in the academics, no teacher called her and asked, my dear, what are you doing? Did you get a job or something? The entire academics took $1 million from my pocket actually for their entire training and other things. But what happened? Nothing happened. Because I became a mentor later. She identified her own other mentors. Then she molded herself and found out the right path. So it is your responsibility to find out a person. It can be one of your teachers maybe a relative, one experienced person in the industry. Okay, of course, there are so many hundreds of industrialists. They are going to take classes for you in future. So you can request them. They may become a mentor. In our organization, every month I spend one day, take classes as a mentor for all the children of our staff. We give them proper guidance, how to do the career design. So it is possible. That's why the first responsibility is on you. Your personal life responsibility to someone else. Only you can mold yourself. So find out a mentor. You just think about I don't know what is your talent or passion. You find out a person who is related to that industry, where you decide to go, that sector you find out, make us, because that person has to show personal interest on you. With time, guidance, that person should treat you like a father or a mother. That much care should the mentor should give. And a mentor will never take money from you. I am telling you frankly. That is the difference between a teacher and a mentor. Teachers will give you knowledge only if they get money. A mentor will never ever take a single penny. Out of it is like you are getting preachings from your communal leaders or the priest. They never take money. They come and give you preachings. Like that, real industrial mentor will share their experience. Because they already made their future everything from the industry. They don't need your money from your pocket. That's why I'm here. Today I have come here as a general mentor. I don't charge you anything because I know that my time is the most expensive time in our organization. How much the organization suffered today by not spending time for my organization. But I find more happiness to share my experience because you are the future for the industry. We will exist, our organization will exist in the industry only if the industry exists. And you are the people who are going to lead the industry.
Good morning, sir. My name is Kiran Krishna Village. I am from BSc Nautical Science. So, like you said in the starting that we'll receive certificates after every event. So, I had this question that how will these certificates help us in near future? Like, what certificates we'll receive? How will these certificates will help us to guide our future?
Yeah, that we have a session today. The AIMRI representatives here. They will guide you how this process is. Everything is there. It's a very systematic approach. Don't worry because what happens is many people they spend too much time to get information from social media and other things. That's why the knowledge level between two students are totally different. Some spend time for valuable information, some they waste time for unnecessary things. But what AIMRI do is, they make sure that all the valuable contents are listed. It becomes an NFT product. If you watch it, that means it's an investment. See, what is the beauty, the difference between a normal class and a visual content-based class? When you are watching a movie, Titanic movie, you are watching 3 hours. What is this happening? 180-page script. James Cameron put it into your brain without any effort. He did not come and explain. After the 3 hours, you understood the entire movie. It's a 180-page script. So, any information, any industrial information, I can put it in your brain. Because I got that knowledge from my film industry. I know the power of the film industry. That's why we are saying that the difference between a script and a visual media based or movie thing is 60,000 times more powerful. So that's why we developed the system, unmanned training system. Our vision is next 5 years, Indian schools and colleges should have this parallel system. We don't need teachers. The teachers will go behind the camera to develop the content. The content will talk. Whatever a teacher comes and talk for 2 hours, the content can talk to you in 5 minutes. Thank you.
Good morning, sir. I am Cadet Harpreet Singh from BSc Nautical Science. So, as you have said, there are a variety of career options with the AMRIs. So, from the background of Merchant Navy, what all options we enclose if we join, or if we willing to join the AMRIs?
See, I told you. See, what is to be done in the industry, your teachers, everything, they are all experienced people from the maritime industry, they will teach you. But the 8 hours your employer will take, 8 hours your body will take, the 8 hours for the mind, that you have to brilliantly use to develop your character. You can be a real professional only if in FSM we are saying 100 character deficiencies. Find out your character deficiencies. Even today I am trying to correct a few of my character deficiencies. When I started the deficiency correction, it started from 10%, 20%, 30%. I am just improving myself. My goal is to make myself 100% perfect. For example, you start with punctuality correction. Today you may not be punctual. Tomorrow onwards you decide that I will be 100% punctual everywhere. I won't be late anywhere. See, in Dubai, when I am invited for a function, I always get a second invitation, because if the invitation card 8 o'clock dinner means I will be sharp there on 8 o'clock, and the host knows that no one is going to come at 8 o'clock. So they will personally tell that your time is 8:30. But I cannot change my character because that is already there. So everyone knows that people will start respecting you. So like that, there are 100 character deficiencies you start practicing. That is what AIMRI is doing. That is our main job, is to change your character. And parallelly, all the technical things you are learning. It is to be, there should be a procedure. When you learn it, make sure that I understood it. Then it becomes a credit. It is your responsibility to that. The knowledge you are building, it is getting accounted, so that when you finish 100 credits, you get a diploma. When you finish 200 credits, you get a degree. 250 credits, you get a master's degree from the industrial university. And everything is AI based, and because world is going to change. So far, the maritime industry was running in the conventional method, old school method, but the future is different. Everything AI is going to take over. That's why AIMRI, we made it as a metaverse university. There is no campus like AIMRI campus or something. Like you got a beautiful campus. AIMRI is a virtual campus. In the metaverse, everything is digital. See, I would have told that you should conduct this into a proper theater classroom with a proper sound system, 4K projection, everything. But even that is going to change. Within a few months, you will have an Oculus, the VR glass. Once you have a VR glass, the content is there, you are virtually immersed in a theater ambience. Tomorrow you will have your own avatar created. We will not meet like this. Maybe all these people are different countries working, or in the 100 ships they are working, but your avatars can come and meet in a virtual platform. This is technology. This is AI is going to conquer the world. You should transform yourself. Okay, thank you.